The next type is type number 9, that deals with concept of equality. For example, it is given that 3 men or 5 boys, they can do a work in 20 days. There are 3 men or 5 boys. If they do, they can do a work in 20 days. And what I have to answer, what is the time taken by 2 men and 2 boys to do the work? I have to find out what is the total time taken by 2 men and 2 boys to do the same work. Now when we understand this question, in this question we have 2 things to understand. The first one is or, second one is and. Here I have used my term or and here it is and. So we know that what is the meaning of the term or? It simply means 3 men can do the work in 20 days alone. 5 boys, they will also take 20 days to do the work alone, right? But in the answer, I have to find out 2 men and 2 boys. Means now they are working together. That is and. We have 2 approaches in answering these type of questions. The first approach is very simple. If I say 3 men takes 20 days to do the work, then if work has to be done by 1 man, he will take 60 days. And 1 man's 1 day work is 1 by 60. Similarly, 5 boys, they take 20 days to do the work. It means if 1 boy has to do the work, time taken will be more, time taken would be 100 days. And 1 boy's 1 day work is 1 upon 100. Now, how many men are there? 2. How many boys are there? 2. It means 2 men do 2 by 60 part of the work and 2 boys do 2 by 100 part of the work. This is 1 by 30 plus 1 by 50. LCM will be 150, 35, 53, 8 upon 150, or I can say 4 by 75 work they will do in 1 day. The total time taken by them to do the work is 75 by 4 days. It becomes your answer. Pay attention here. Again, what this question talks about, 3 men or 5 boys can do a work in 20 days. So I can say, if 3 men takes 20 days to do a work, we can say 1 man will take 60 days because men are less, time taken will be more. Similarly, 5 boys takes 20 days to do a work, we can say 1 boy will take 100 days. 1 man 1 day work is 1 by 60, 1 boy's 1 day work is 1 by 100. 2 men is 2 by 60 and 2 boys is 2 by 100. Just solve it. That is their 1 day work. Total time taken by them will be 75 by 4 days. We have one more approach in which we just compare. Suppose it is given that 3 men or 5 boys. So we can say capacity of 3 men equal to capacity of 5 boys. Capacity of 1 man equal to capacity of 5 by 3 boys. That we can infer. Because here or means equal. Now after this, in the answer I have to find out 2 men and 2 boys. So I will convert both values either in men or in boys. Here I can convert in boys. 2 men will be equal to 2 into 5 by 3 boys plus 2. That would be 10 by 3 plus 2. Or else I can say 16 by 3 boys. We can say these 2 men and 2 boys will equal to 16 by 3 boys. Right? Now our question is, 5 boys can do the work in 20 days. It is given that 5 boys can do the work in 20 days. 1 boy can do the same work in 100 days. How many boys we have? 16 upon 3 boys. So how much time they will take? They will take 100 into 3. upon 16, 4, 4, 425, or our answer is said to be 75 upon 4 days. You will find your answer would be the same. That approach is very simple, because with this approach there is nothing to think of. Just by looking at the question, I will just put this value and solve it, and my answer is there. How the point is clear? We will take one more statement in which in place of 2 we have 3 variants. In place of man, boys, we have also the girls. Suppose the question is 5 men or 4 boys or 3 girls, they can take 10 days to do a work. Means if 5 men has to work, they will take 10 days. If 4 boys have to work, they will take 10 days. If 3 girls have to work, they will take 10 days to do a work. Statement is, what is the time taken by 1 man, 2 boys and 2 girls to do the same work? Question is, what is the time taken by 1 man and 2 boys and 2 girls to do the same work? What we are supposed to do? 5 men will take 10 days to do a work. 1 man will take 50 days to do a work. So 1 man's 1 day work is 1 by 50. 4 boys will take 10 days to do a work. 1 boy will take 40 days to do a work. 1 boy's 1 day work is 1 by 40. 3 girls take 10 days to do a work. 1 girl will take 30 days and 1 girl's 1 day work is 1 by 30. Now 1 man is there into 1, 2 boys are there into 2, 2 girls are there into 2. Just solve it. 1 by 50 plus 1 by 20 plus 1 by 15. Now we can take the LCM. 15, 20 and 50. LCM is equal to 300. It will go on 6, it will go on 15, it will go on 20. 21 plus 20, 41 by 300. They can do that much of work in 1 day. It means they will take 300 by 41 days to do the complete work. That becomes your answer. I think this point is clear. So that's our type number 9, which is based on the concept of or. In next type question, that is type number 10. Here we have 2 equations. Both are given in the terms of and we have to answer our question on that basis. For example, it is given that 10 men and 12 boys. 10 men and 12 boys, they take 5 days to do a work. They takes 5 days to do a work. Similarly, 6 men and 4 boys, 6 men and 4 boys, if they work together, so they takes 10 days to do a work. In the answer, we have to find out how much time will be taken by 5 men and 3 boys if they work together. Just understand the question again. What this question talks about: 10 men and 12 boys, they take 5 days to do a work. 6 men and 4 boys, they take 10 days to do a work. And what we have to answer: how much time will be taken by 5 men and 3 boys to do the same work. For these type of questions, our approach would be very simple. How we can go for it? By just looking at the question. First of all, we try to find the relationship between men and boys. We try to find the relationship between men and boys. How we can find it? 10 men and 12 boys takes 5 days to do a work. If they have to do the work in 1 day, means they have to increase their capacity. It means I need into 5 and into 5. So I need 50 men and 60 boys. So I can say 10 into 5 men plus 12 into 5 boys. Or else I can say that would be 50 men plus 60 boys. Similarly, 6 men and 4 boys can do the work in 10 days. If they have to do the work in 1 day, I have to multiply both values by 10. So this will be 60 men plus 40 boys. These persons will do the work in 1 day as well as these persons will do the work in 1 day. It means their capacity is equal. So we can compare those, equate 50m plus 60b will be same as to 60m plus 40b. It will be here, that would be 10m, it will be here, that would be 20b, or I can say 1 man equal to 2 boys, that I can take. Now what I have to answer? 5 men and 3 boys. I will shift 1 man equal to 2 boys, I will convert this into the boys. So how much it would be? 1 man equal to 2 boys, 5 men will be equal to 5 into 2 plus 3, so it would be 13 boys. I have converted this value into the boys. After this, I need a complete information in boys, so I will take any of these two equations. If I take my first one, 1 man equal to 2 boys, so I can say 10 men equal to 10 into 2, 20 plus 12, we can say 32 boys. The question is, 32 boys can do the work in 5 days. 1 boy can do the same work in 5 into 32 days. And how much I got here? That is equal to 13 boys. 13 boys will take 5 into 32 by 13, or our answer is 160 by 13 days to do the work. Just pay attention here again. It's a very simple type question, but it requires your attention because these type of questions are asked generally in CAT exams or SSC exams or any competitive type exams. What is given to you? 10 men and 12 boys, they take 5 days to do a work and they take 10 days to do a work. First of all, I try to find an association between men and the boys. For that, what I will do, I just multiply these both terms by 5 because that will help me to tell if I want to do my work in 1 day, what capacity I require. I require 50 men and 60 boys. Similarly, for the second case also, if I want to do my work in 1 day, I require 60 men and 40 boys. Now they can do the work in 1 day, they can also do the work in 1 day. Their capacity will be equal, and from this I can find a relationship between men and boys, or else I can say 1 man equal to 2 boys. After this, what I have to answer? I have to answer that 5 men and 3 boys will take how much time? I will convert this value into the boys. I can say 1 man equal to 2 boys, 5 men equal to 10, or 3 boys are this, 10 plus 3, this is equal to 13. In the second case, now I need some standard information either for boys for how much time they will take. So I will simply say that 10 men are equal to 20 boys plus 12. 20 plus 12, 32. It means 32 boys can do a work in 5 days. 1 boy will do the same work in 5 into 32 days. And how many boys are to take 13? The answer is 160 upon 13 days. That becomes my answer. Right? So by just practicing it again and again, you can just make this question in a very shortened way. Just multiply these, compare these, you can find the relationship between men and the boys. Then try to answer it and your answer will be there. Now after this, we have last type of question in this topic. That's our type number 11, that deals with concept of replacing, or we can say concept of replacement. This concept deals with concept of replacement. I will start with a question, try to understand it and answer it. It is given that 10 men can do a work, 10 men can do a work in 200 days. It is given that 10 men can do a work in 200 days. They started it They started it. After 20 days, 10 men with triple capacity joined. After 20 days, 10 men more joined with triple capacity. With triple capacity. Now in the answer I have to find out in what is the total time in which work will be completed. I have to find out what is the total time in which work will be completed. This question could be same taken as the concept of the garrison of the food that I have earlier discussed. What I can say, if I assume that one man in one day he will do one work. If I assume that one man in one day he does one work, it means total work done by 10 men in 20 days would be 10 into 200. This is equal to 2000. That is my total work. I can assume it. I have assumed that one man one day work is 1. It means 10 men's 200 days work is 2000 work, right? After this, for 20 days they worked on the same pattern. That means in 20 days how much work they have done? 10 into 20. So they have done 200 work. How much work is left? 1800. Means for 20 days 10 men worked. It means they have about 200. Now after 20 days 10 more men joined but with triple capacity. It means these 10 men will do 30 work in one day. Because their capacity is triple, these 10 men will do 30 work in one day. And 10 men I have earlier, they can do 10 work in one day. It means now in one day 40 work is done. After those 20 days, now in one day 40 work is done. How much work is left? 1800. How much time they will take more? 1800 by 40. That would be 45 days. If you have to answer after joining of these men, how much time they will take? Answer will be 45. But if they have to find the total time, 20 days was my earlier and 45 was this, and my total answer is equal to 45 days. That becomes my answer. I hope the concept is clear to you. So these are some different type of questions that you will find in different available books in the market. By just have a practice over these questions, once you have a clear understanding about this, you can try on any of the book, any type of questions you can try from the concept of time and work, and you will find that in each and every question somewhere these concepts are used, and after using this concept you can easily answer your statement. So hope you enjoyed this lecture. Start reading, try to listen it again and again so that concept will be clear in your mind, and after that you can practice over different type of questions. Thank you very much.